Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. Yes, that's what I've spoken a bit about today. And, and this is apparently what they've been trying to make me pay for. Well, since the 1970s, 1980s, for a long time they told everyone not to talk to me, not to have anything to do with me, I was allowed to be kind to me or listen to me or give me a job or love me or be in love with me or marry me or anything. So what it was about was in late 1970s, early 1980s. So in this time it's 2023, right? So that's actually after 1970s. Oh yeah. So not not after, yeah. So my legally estranged family, they weren't legally estranged then, they were just bad people who killed my family and were pretending to be them. Organised crime, yeah. And they were pretending to be priests and pretending to be royalty and anyway, pretending to be gods and stuff, yeah. So, because they knew in the future I was, because they'd come from this time back to the past, yeah. And at one stage they went the other way, that's right, yeah. And then went back and forth, yeah. Different places and stuff, yeah. So they told me to be in a movie, 2 movies actually, called Blue Lagoon and Blue Lagoon 1 and 2. My name back then was Brooke Shields, and I was very young, I was still a child. And the movie was about me and someone else being shipwrecked and going on an island. We were both children who were supposed to be an older child. Yeah. I think that's how you see it. Yeah. And so it was like pedophilia, and I can't remember now because I've been electrocuted a lot about it, but maybe they were brother and sister, I don't know. I know 2 of the movies and it had full frontal nudity, and that's all, yeah. So everyone out, like they told me to do it, and then I was actually a very sweet, naive child back then, and even though I was being sexually abused all the time, I actually did believe all the lies about it being testing and all that stuff, I was very naive, very trusting, being very abused. And so when they told me to do it, to do the movie, it was shown in the movie theatres and everything, and on video and TV and everything, yeah. When they told me to do it, they thought it was a good idea, that's what they said, for me to do it. And so I was trusting, and I was being all of that horrible stuff. Some of it was in the movie, was also stuff that I was living through every day. So I didn't actually think, there'd be anything wrong with it, especially as they recommended me for it, yeah. So with a bit of hindsight, probably they were setting me up because they knew about this time where I'm Terry and I've got, made my own creation and reality and universe and all that stuff, and I'm in charge of it and all that stuff, and because of their immorality, they've been kicked out of power, and so it looks to me like they've come from this time and gone back to when I was a child, trying to wreck my life and set me up and stuff, right? So then, through instinct, I was like, even though I was a child, even though they recommended I do it, I was like, I started praying, and which I didn't usually do because I've been sexually abused by that priest who said he was working for God. Yeah. But I thought, well, I'll do it anyway. And he recommended I do it. And then royalty recommended I do it. And legal strange family is husband. No, ex-royalty. Legal strange family nowadays, yeah. So when they got up to the dimensions and some other planets, all those ones who recommended that I do it, and including the ones that claimed they were gods and the ones who claimed that they were royalty and stuff, who recommended I do it. And they realised it was not popular what they wanted me to, what they showed in that movie, pedophilia and maybe incest and all that other stuff, child nudity and stuff. They bitch stamped me really badly, and they said because I was a child Jesus, I should have known. I should have known better. I didn't, because I was also trusting and naive and innocent with it, yeah. And so they just kept bitch slapping me, and that's how it happened. That they said I wasn't allowed to work, and I wasn't allowed to talk with anyone, and I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or friends or a job or, yeah. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who helped me go around it. So from my own self, let's lift that stuff off me and off everyone else that bitch stamped because of stuff like that, who wasn't actually knowingly or willingly doing it. Okay. And if you don't agree with it, I've got a problem with you. Because you're obviously part of that pedophile group. Anyway. Yeah, so, anyway. I only realised that today. Anyway, yeah. Because every time I start to remember that stuff and start to try to work it out, stuff about why they would have brought that stuff in, that persecution against me, they electrocute me, and it's just thankfully for some reason they didn't do it today, so I worked it out. And if anyone has anything to do with that, was making them forget to do it today, thank you. Love you all so much, and I'm in love with everyone I'm in love with. And if you're watching Tail, because Chris wrote in here is still in love with you. I hope you're alright somewhere. And get in contact with me. And same as everyone else that wants to talk with me or meet with me or get help from me, you can think down, chat to me, Terry, and let me know that you'd like to talk to me, what you'd like to say, and all that stuff. And what help you need. You can also get in touch with me via email, popple terrylouise@gmail.com. Yes, from the 8th dimension, they recognised what had happened, that they were bad people, and I think they were in a lot of trouble. Yeah, because as this, sort of recently they started thinking that that stuff might be popular again. Like what wasn't popular, but like they thought it was or would be. And so they started being more open about people being like that, didn't they? Yeah, because psyops and Inquisition work for are a part of the Catholics and Protestant churches groups, and God and Jesus, not me as Jesus, and not me as a God, no, had joined them willingly and that's when they started doing. So thankfully they got caught. For all of us that have ever been sexually abused or abused by anyone like that or anyone like that ever, poor us. We are survivors. Don't ever let it happen to anyone else. You. Love you. Love you. Love you.